Hi, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram here with the IPL update here on the match which just finished at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore between Chennai Super Kings and Royal Challengers Bangalore. And Royal Challengers of Bangalore had it very easy against Chennai Super Kings, with Gale, as usual, being the most powerful hitter in this IPL World Cup 2011. Sorry, in the IPL 2011, actually remaining not out on 75 of just 50 deliveries, 4 fours and 6 sixes, taking the man of the match yet again. And well, as far as Chennai Super Kings were concerned, well, they had only 128 on the 128 for 8 after 20 overs. And there's some superb bowling, especially from Zahir Khan at the top of the order, knocking back the early wickets, also bowling economically. Arvind also really throttled them. And then Daniel Vettori, the spinner, did well. Barring Chris Gale, everyone bowled very well, and actually had Chennai Super Kings restricted to 128 for 8. Well, at the toss, one would have expected Chennai Super Kings by the Super Kings to actually put the opposition in. If at all, they would have won the bat. But well, that was not the case. Mahendra Singh Dhoni very rightly mentioned that it was a very sticky wicket, and that was proven to be as soon as the match started, with Chennai Super Kings absolutely losing the way, and Dhoni himself taking it on himself as a captain of the team to actually crack 70 runs, an unbeaten 70 runs of 40 balls with 3 fours and 6 sixes, which actually I would say the Chennai Super Kings went past the 100 mark to make 128, and there was a very good contribution of 22 from Wriddhiman Saha, the wicketkeeper, who made 22 of 30 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. Now, just talking about it, now what it has done is the Royal Challengers Bangalore has gone on top of the table in this IPL 2011. They won this match by 8 wickets, and it all started with Michael Hussey and Murli Vijay really searching for the ball from Zahir Khan and Arvind, bowled initially well, and then it was Hussey, the in fact, it was Royal Challengers Bangalore who actually won the toss and actually put in the Chennai Super Kings to bat. And Michael Hussey dragged the ball from Zahir Khan onto his stumps, to be bowled by Khan for 4 of 7 balls. After that, Vijay followed him to the pavilion, where he was caught by De Villiers of the bowling of the left-arm seamer Arvind for 6 of 9 balls with 1 4. And Zahir Khan once again struck, and this time it was a very vital wicket. Suresh Raina was bounced by Zahir Khan. Zahir Khan actually induced him to pull a short delivery, and that was pulled by Suresh Raina, but it went into the hands of Kohli, and Suresh Raina was walking for 4 of 6 balls with 1 4. Badrinath, of whom much was expected, was with Wriddhiman Saha in the middle, but Badrinath disappointed as he was caught by Mithun of the bowling of Vettori without troubling the scorers there. He was gone for a duck. And after that, as I said, Wriddhiman Saha was there with 20. He made 22, but he was a victim of Kohli of 30 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. And there was absolutely no support. Dhoni had to take it on himself to crack some huge sixes. In fact, he took 17 of the last over from Abhimanyu Mithun. He also hit some very good sixes of the bowling of Arvind. And Dhoni was the one who had to do everything. He actually took it upon himself and cracked 17 out of 40 balls, 3 fours and 6 sixes. And then and then they kept on losing wickets. It's Dwayne Bravo's LBW bowled Vettori for 5, Albi Markel briefly there for Kot Khan bowled Mithun for 5 9 balls, Ashwin Scott Mithun bowled Arvind for 2, Jagadi was not out on not 128 for 8 for the Chennai Super Kings of their 20 overs. The bowling figures made impressive reading as far as the Royal Challengers Bangalore were concerned. Zahid Khan 4 overs 1 maiden 2 for 19 bowled superbly. Arvind 4 overs no maiden 2 for 20. Vettori 4 overs no maiden 2 for 50, on the money there. Mithun 4 overs 1 for 35, bit costly. Gale bowled 3 overs for 27, and Virat Kohli bowled 1 over no maiden 8 runs with 1 wicket. Royal Challengers Bangalore, they didn't have a good start as you know, the 128 score when Chris Gale is there in the opposition, what it would actually do to the other team. And as you know, Chris Gale is in some pink form right now, and that's what he did precisely. Chris Gale went on attacking the bowlers, but before that, Royal Challengers Bangalore batting first, chasing 128, lost AB de Villiers very early on as Ashwin actually had him stumped by Dhoni for a duck. So that was the first wicket to go with the score on 0. After that, Gale and Kohli joined, and Gale and Kohli just revelled in their stroke making. Kohli was absolutely stroking the ball very fine, and as far as Gale was concerned, Gale, well, as you know, he knows only one way to play the ball, and that is to really murder the ball, and that's what he did. He actually hit Bollinger for a 6. He also hit Bollinger for another 6. The ball started flying into the stands as soon as Gale was there. because Gale, as I said, he knows only one way to attack, and he went on. Ashwin was very difficult. Ashwin was bowling very well, and Gale was finding it difficult to actually take anything against Ashwin, because Ashwin bowled 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 18 his figures. Dougie Bollinger was really carved away by Gale. 4 overs, no maiden, none for 34. Bravo bowled 4 overs, no maiden, none for 21. Raina was hit for 2 huge sixes by Chris Gale. He bowled 4 overs, no maiden, none for 38. And Albie Mokel 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. And Chris Gale, as I said, he kept on attacking, and they took on the score. There was an 80-run partnership for the second wicket. Virat Kohli finally fell, caught Ashwin, bowled Morkel for 31 of 29 balls with 5 fours, and that was it. After that, Gale took over along with Saurabh Tiwari. Was not out on 13 of 26 balls with 1 4. But Chris Gale was absolutely unstoppable. He went on in his merry way, and he cracked 75 not out of 50 deliveries, 4 fours and 6 sixes. His strike rate was 150, and Chris Gale was absolutely splendid. Not out on 75, taking the man of the match and giving a very, very easy victory for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. And Chris Gale, as I said, is going to be the real difference in this IPL 2011 for sure, because whichever team is going to come against Gale is really going to the main prayer would be like, how would they get Gale's wicket first? That's what their prayer would be. Well, so Chris Gale, man of the match. So that match is all gone, and Chennai Super Kings, and that has they have lost it by 8 wickets. And what it has done is it has put the Royal Challengers Bangalore on the top of the table there. Now coming on to the next match here, we are talking about the next match which is underway right now, where I see Kolkata Knight Riders are clashing against Mumbai Indians. It's a very, very important match for both the teams. Mumbai Indians had to put up a good run rate there, because Royal Challengers have actually won the match, so they definitely need to actually push up the run rate there. Mumbai Indians won the toss and elected to actually put the Kolkata Knight Riders in. Kolkata Knight Riders have already lost. Srivats Goswami was run out for 1. Gautam Gambhir currently is not out on 2 of 5 deliveries. Jack Scalise is 9 not out of 10 balls with 2 fours. Harbhajan Singh has bowled 1 over for 5 runs, and Lasith Malinga has bowled 1 over for 7 runs. So that's the latest coming in here from the Kolkata and the Eden Gardens. Kolkata Knight Riders put into bat by the Mumbai Indians, 22 for 1 after batting first. Well, right now I see Gambhir has hit Malinga for a 6, so that's a marvelous stroke from Gautam Gambhir. Malinga, last match also he was not given the good treatment. Well, Malinga seems to be really losing here something, as Malinga has been really carted by Gambhir for a 6. So Gambhir moves his score on to 8, and Kolkata Knight Riders 22 for 1 currently. Well, this was basically uppercut over third man for a 6 by Gautam Gambhir with the bowling of Lasith Malinga. As you know, Lasith Malinga has a lot of pace, so basically what it does is it makes it easy for the batsman to actually use the pace and carry it over the boundary, and that's what precisely it did. Well, right now I take you down to the West Indies versus Pakistan third day's play at the Basseterre in St Kitts here, and West Indies are all out for 223. So they have conceded a lead of 49 runs to Pakistan, and the wicket gone today. I'll be just talking about the Ravi Rampal did a splendid job there, almost a Tanveer Ahmed job there for what Pakistan Tanveer Ahmed did. 32 not out of 77 balls by West Indies, all out for 223. The last wicket to go was Devendra Bishu was caught. Tawfiq Amar bowled Saeed Ajmal for 1. Earlier in the morning it was Kemar Roche who was actually dismissed. I'll tell you who dismissed him actually, but Ravi Rampal has played a very good hand. In the circumstances, I would say it's a valuable innings. Kemar Roche also contributed well, but it was LBW to Mohammad Hafiz for 29 with 3 fours and 1 6. And Rampal 32 not out of 77 balls, 2 fours, 2 sixes, 223 all out as far as West Indies were concerned. And well, dear fans, I'm just going to give you the bowling figures here. Tanveer Ahmed 7 overs, 1 for 22, 1 for 59 for Wahab Riaz, 3 wickets used to Saeed Ajmal and Mohammad Hafiz, and Abdur Rahman 2 for 55. In the meanwhile, Gambhir is out. Gambhir has been taken. Finally, in fact, I'm extremely sorry. I told you it was Lasith Malinga. It's my mistake there. Actually hit Hamid for a 6, and Hamid has actually taken his wicket of the next delivery. So Hamid has taken Gambhir's wicket. Gambhir clean bowled by Hamid for 8, and Kolkata Knight Riders 22 for 2 currently. We are in the 4th over. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show. As far as right now is concerned, I'll be back with a full match report on the match between Kolkata Knight Riders and Mumbai Indians, which is going underway, and West Indies, who are all out for 23. The Pakistanis will be into their second innings. Overall lead, they have a 49 runs. So I'll meet you all in my next show. Until then, it's goodbye.